Hey, what's going on, guys? Kitsune TCG here, back with another video, and today I thought I would show off an updated version of my Traptrix adventure deck, and just kind of what I think is preferably the best way to play this deck right now. Obviously, we got some new cards that kind of synergize pretty well with Traptrix in the latest set, but I still think this is my preferred way to play the deck. I don't think that engine really adds as much for the deck, so I definitely think this is still kind of the best way to go about playing Traptrix. So I thought I'd just go over and show you what the deck list looks like. 3 Murmelio, obviously with an adventure package you do lose your normal summon, so that does kind of hurt Murmelio the most. Now obviously you still want to max out on 3 because it has the great like effect that you can pop a spell trap if needed, or just the fact that it always triggers for Sarah. 2 Dionea. Now this isn't such a big problem because this is usually what you're wanting to do on your second turn, so you're not usually losing that normal summon effect, so you can definitely always bring back a Traptrix. So you definitely want to have 2 in there because it is still a pretty good effect overall. Same thing with 2 Mantis, really just there as, if you don't see your adventure package, Mantis, you can kind of grab out anything else that you need, such as like Arachnocampia, which can be special summoned. And then just 1 Vesiculo, definitely the weakest name in the list, but, you still kind of wanted to have a little bit of like a diversity in like the names. And then 1 Pudica. Obviously, if you need to get rid of a monster. 3 Parallel Exceed. Obviously really great, this deck makes link ones with pretty much with every one of the monsters, so just being able to go into Parallel Exceed and quickly go into like a Rafflesia to protect against Nibiru or any other hand trap is going to be definitely really good. I still do play the Shade Brigadine. I understand like the Holtea, but I just don't like it as much. I think that it, having to discard a trap to use it isn't as good to me, and you're not really putting traps in the grave going first, so I think this is totally fine to have. You do have 2 Gravediggers, 1 Floodgate, and then the 1 Altea. So I mean, you still have the 1, and you can definitely switch it around as if you want, but I just don't like it as much. So we do have the small Regulus package in here. We have the Regulus, Lilyboria, and then the Disc Coliseum. Obviously, with this being a rank 4 deck, it's pretty easy to go into Merrymaker, into the Sargus to be able to kind of help you get into this. And then you do have the 3 Water Enchantress, 1 Griffin Rider, 2 Right, 1 Fateful, 1 Dracoback, and then just rounding it out here, 3 Ash, 3 Prosperity for the consistency, because you do really need to see like a few different pieces for the best M-board, and then 3 Imperm. So definitely think that the Imperm is correct. Obviously with Ash, this is a little bit more designed as like a going first deck. I mean, obviously Traptrix is with being a trap-based deck, but if you do get stuck going second, I can definitely understand why you maybe would want to main evenly and things like that. Just something that synergizes that you can kind of discard off Altea going first. So definitely some like different options when it comes to like hand traps and things like that. So you can definitely make some changes there, but I think overall like the important part is going to be like the Traptrix and like the like Water Enchantress, like those kind of ratios versus kind of just what you can kind of change around in other areas. But that is what the main deck looks like. Let me just go ahead and quickly go over the extra deck. Alright guys, and then we're just quickly going over the extra deck here before we'll go ahead and just do a quick test hand. So we do have Abyss Dweller. Now I do like this in here just because obviously there's a lot of decks that rely on graveyard effects, especially with Tearlament still kind of running around. Obviously it's a fan favorite deck, so you'll definitely see some people that'll just kind of always be playing that. I do like Abyss Dweller. With that said, it can obviously be any other rank 4 that you really want, or just anything else in the extra deck. But I do still just like it in here. 1 Rafflesia. Now this is obviously a part of like your main inboard, just being able to protect you against things like Nibiru or you know, just kind of proactively something that you can use on your opponent's turn. We do have the other two Traptrix rank 4s. These are obviously just really great for, like, you know, different like situations. Being able to grab a Traptrix monster can be pretty helpful, or just being able to bring back a Traptrix monster from grave as well, just to be able to use their special summon effect can be pretty good. So for both those reasons, I do like having just one in there for, you know, like whatever can happen in a game. We have a Zeus package, so we have Chakanine, Borbo, into Zeus. Obviously this way it just gives you 2 activations of Zeus, plus being able to attack directly with Borbo is pretty good. We have Merrymaker into Sargus. Obviously this could be another way you can go into Zeus as well, but Sargus is mainly there for you going first, just to be able to grab, you know, the Disc Coliseum and get like Regulus and everything like that. We do have 2 Sarah. You don't really need to play 3. You know, obviously, if you're needing 3, you're probably losing in the grind game with this stack, so 2 I think is just plenty. The 1 Link Spider, just in case you don't see a Traptrix monster, but you happen to have the Parallel Exceed with the Shade Brigandine play, SP Little Knight. Obviously, these are just a generically great Link 2 to have in the extra deck. But in particular, in this build, there's some times where when you've got the Sargus that you've used to search out, and then you have Laboria on board, you can just link those away to go into SP Little Knight, so then you have, you know, Laborian Grave for Regulus. Then Splash Mage and Decode Talker Heat Soul. This is just another thing that you can do with the Parallel Exceed. It just kind of gives you something else, you know, go withdraw and maybe into like a few more things for like next turn or whatever that you would need. But yeah, so that's what I've got for the extra deck. Let me just go ahead and shuffle up a deck and we'll show off a, you know, quick test hand. Alright, let me just finish shuffling up here. We'll go ahead and see if we can't show off a pretty good test hand. So, we've got Mantis, Right, Sakulo, Shade Brigandine, and Dynea. Okay, so Dynea and Vesiculo we're not going to need right now. We can really just go ahead and start with the Right. It's going to grab us the Fateful plus a token. So got the token, we've got the Fateful. Just go ahead and normal Mantis. Obviously we don't have the effect of the Mantis right now. Fateful effect. We can just grab the Draco back. I might as well just go ahead and set up our Omni Negate here, so we can go Fateful, pitch the Draco back to grab the Griffin Rider. Draco back 1 to attach, and then we can just summon the Griffin Rider. So 3 summons there and already have the protection. Mantis we can link away into Sarah. We can set the Shade Brigandine, go ahead and activate it since we don't have a trap card in grave. Trigger Sarah. Since a trap card was activated, we can summon a Traptrix monster. Go ahead and get Mermelio. Mermelio triggers, which will trigger Sarah again. And from there, we can go ahead and just set a copy of Gravedigger's Trap Hole. From here, it just depends on how you want to play this out. We can either overlay those into Rafflesia, you know, gives us an additional either Floodgate or Gravedigger's activation, or we can go the other route. We can go Merrymaker into Sargus. Sargus on activation is going to grab us the Lilyboria. So we have the Lilyboria. We can actually just go ahead and bring out Lilyboria by attaching Mantis. Lilyboria, we can go ahead and activate, and that will just grab us a Therion card. And we'll just send the Mantis. That will give us the Disc Coliseum. We can go ahead and activate Disc Coliseum. Disc Coliseum will grab us the Regulus. And then, I mean, you can leave. Want to leave the Sargus, I guess. You get rid of like the Lilyboria, but you know, by keeping those bodies on board, we now have SP as well. And then you can just go Regulus in hand, and you can either attach the Lilyboria, which is probably the better option, or you can attach the Sargus. But now we do have a Lilyboria attached to Regulus. So we have 2 Omni Negates. We have, you know, a Trap, which will trigger our Sarah, which will give us some more interruptions. And then we also have an SP Little Knight bounce. And then you have the protection with the field spell. So honestly, I think this deck can be pretty fun. Not tier 1, obviously, but you know, it has a lot of potential. And then, you know, in our hand we have the Dianea for follow-up. And that can just go into any rank 4 that we maybe need on our next turn. But yeah, let me know down below what you think of that, and I will see y'all next time.